want to start with a simple question. How many of you believe you have more inside you than you've shown the world? Raise your hand. Now look around. Almost every hand is up. Isn't that interesting? Almost everyone believes they have more potential, yet only a small percentage of people ever truly live up to it. Why? Is it because they're not intelligent enough? No. Is it because they don't have opportunities? Sometimes, but that's not the biggest reason. The biggest reason is much simpler. Most people never become who they're capable of becoming because they become comfortable with who they are today. Comfort is one of the most dangerous things in life. Not because comfort is bad, but because comfort slowly convinces you that staying the same is safe. It whispers, "You can start tomorrow. You're already doing enough. Don't take the risk." And before you know it, tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And one day you wake up wondering, where did my dreams go? Let me ask you another question. Have you ever met someone who talks about their goals every single year, but nothing ever changes? Every January, new goals, new plans, new motivation, but somehow the same results. Because wishing for a better life is easy. Working for one is hard. And the truth is, most people fall in love with a dream. Very few fall in love with the process. Everybody wants success, but not everybody wants sacrifice. Everybody wants confidence, but not everybody wants to do the things that build confidence. Everybody wants a better future, but very few are willing to become a better person. That's the difference. Potential means nothing by itself. Think about a seed. Inside one tiny seed, there's the potential to become a massive tree. But what happens if that seed stays inside a drawer forever? Nothing. The potential was real, but it was never developed. The same thing happens to people. Talent without action is wasted. Dreams without discipline are just entertainment. Potential without commitment is just possibility. And here's something I've learned. Your biggest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that keeps choosing comfort over growth. Every single day, you make one of two decisions. You either invest in your future or you borrow from it. Every hour spent learning is an investment. Every difficult conversation you avoid is a debt. Every excuse you make costs you something. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually, every excuse sends you a bill. The saddest part is this. Most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they stop aiming altogether. Somewhere along the way, they let fear become louder than possibility. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of looking stupid, fear of starting over. But let me tell you something. The people you admire, the people who inspire you, the people who achieved extraordinary things, they were afraid too. The difference wasn't courage. The difference was action. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving while fear is sitting right beside you. You don't wait until you're fearless. You act anyway. Because growth is never lived inside your comfort zone. Everything you've ever wanted is just outside the place you're too comfortable to leave. Think about that. Every opportunity, every breakthrough, every new version of yourself is waiting on the other side of discomfort. And yet, most people spend their entire lives trying to avoid discomfort. That's like going to the gym and expecting stronger muscles without lifting heavier weights. It simply doesn't work. Life works the same way. Pressure creates growth. Responsibility creates maturity. Challenges create strength. If you avoid every difficult moment, you also avoid becoming the person those moments were trying to create. So today, I want you to stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because every challenge carries a lesson. Every setback carries a chance to grow. And every difficult season is preparing you for something bigger, if you're willing to learn from it. But here's another truth that most people never hear. Potential isn't destroyed overnight. It's destroyed one small decision at a time. Every time you say, I'll do it later. Every time you break a promise to yourself. Every time you choose comfort instead of growth, you're teaching your mind something. You're teaching it that your excuses matter more than your dreams. And after a while, you stop believing in yourself. Not because you aren't capable, but because you've collected too much evidence that you don't follow through. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine waking up every day and keeping just one promise to yourself, reading 10 pages, working out for 30 minutes, practicing your craft, learning one new skill. It may not seem like much, but every promise you keep becomes another reason to trust yourself. That's how confidence is built. Not by positive thinking, not by motivational quotes, but by consistent action. Success isn't about doing something incredible once. It's about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, over and over again. That's why consistency will always beat talent. I've seen talented people waste their gifts, and I've seen ordinary people become extraordinary simply because they refuse to quit. Talent may open the first door, but discipline is what keeps it open. Think about a sculptor. When they begin, they don't see a finished masterpiece. They see a block of stone day after day. They chip away at it. One strike, then another, to someone walking by. It looks like nothing is changing, but eventually, the masterpiece appears. Not because of one powerful strike, but because of thousands of small ones. Your life works exactly the same way. The person you want to become is already inside you. Every good habit reveals a little more of that person. Every bad habit hides them a little deeper. So don't underestimate the small decisions. They become your character, and your character becomes your future. Let me leave you with one thought. Imagine you're 80 years old. You look back at your life. What would hurt more? Sailing after giving everything you had, or wondering what could have happened if you had only believed in yourself. I believe regret is one of the heaviest things a person can carry. Not because of what they did, but because of what they never had the courage to do, the business they never started, the book they never wrote, the dream they never chased, the words they never said, the life they never lived. Don't let that become your story. The world doesn't need another person with hidden potential. It needs people who are willing to act. People who choose discipline over excuses, growth over comfort, progress over perfection. So today, stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is the moment you decide. Decide that your future is more important than your fear. Decide that your goals are bigger than your excuses. Decide that every day, no matter how small the progress is, you will move forward. Because success isn't built in one day. It's built every single day. One decision, one habit, one promise, one step at a time. And one day, people will look at your life and call you lucky. They'll say, you were born talented. Everything worked out for you. They'll never see the mornings you wanted to quit, the nights you doubted yourself, the failures that taught you, the sacrifices nobody applauded. They'll only see the result, but you'll know the truth. you'll know that your success wasn't created by talent. It was created by the choices you made when nobody was watching. So before I leave this stage, I want every one of you to remember this. You were not born to live an average life. You were not born to spend your years wondering, what if? You were born with potential. But potential is only a gift. What you do with it is your responsibility. So stop waiting, stop doubting, stop settling. Stand up, take the first step, then take another. Because your future is not waiting for who you are today. It's waiting for the person you choose to become.